Hi there, beautiful souls, and welcome to today, Wednesday's edition of Channel Guidance and Meditation. So I just want to let you know, if you notice me like looking away from the screen, I'm actually on Instagram Live at the moment and I'm recording this on my camera. So, okay. So I thought, let's just start by taking a couple of nice big deep breaths. In through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. Inhaling and exhaling. And just imagine you're bringing all of yourself here, bringing all of the particles that have been elsewhere, all of the thoughts and all of the places that you've been previous to this moment, wherever else your mind might be, whatever else has been happening today. Just allow yourself to bring all those particles of your energy and your awareness back into your physical body and your breath in this moment. Hi, Kylie. So taking a nice big inhale, a nice low, long exhale. As you bring all of your physical, mental, emotional and energetic awareness into your body and your breath right now. And really allow yourself to dwell on and focus in the sensation in your body as you breathe, to really bring you into this moment. And focusing on your breath. So today, for my channeled guidance today, what I've really been feeling called to talk about is self-care. And especially with everything that's going on in the world at the moment. And I always find personally in times of great change or in times of great stress or potential stress that I need to turn up the self-care dial, like crank it right up. Sometimes I miss this and sometimes I then end up feeling worse, and that's my gauge, and I gotta tune into that gauge and go, oh, okay, really not feeling good at the moment, time to up the self-care, time to have more naps, time to do more exercise, time to have more time out, whatever it is that I'm feeling the need for. And I'm gonna just go through with you all the ways in which that I self-care, and I try to prioritize self-care on a daily basis according to the 4 arenas. And those 4 arenas are the 4 ways that we exist in this physical world. And they are the physical arena, the mental arena, the emotional arena, and the energetic arena. So I try to look at satisfying these 4 arenas on a daily basis, or I might even look at it on a weekly basis and go, okay, this is how I'm going to satisfy my physical arena throughout the week. This is how I'm going to satisfy my emotional arena throughout the week, and then plan those times in and lock them in, just like I would a work appointment, just like I do sleep time, just like I do meals, make them just as important as everything else in life, taking care of you, because as we know, we cannot give from an empty cup. And this is something that over the years I've learnt the hard way many times by falling in a heap, by having adrenal fatigue. And I had sort of like an adrenal fatigue thing happening at the end of last year, the end of 2019. And I was like, that's it, I'm done. I'm taking care of myself at a whole new level, which is what I have done this year so far, and it's been working. I still have times when I let it lapse a little bit, but I'm quick to pick up on it, quick to take care of myself and put something into place and into action so that I can bounce back really quickly. And one little example for that was, for me, it was last Friday when all of the corona stuff hit me. It really deeply landed for me. Hey, beautiful souls, thanks for joining. It deeply landed for me and knocked me off my feet. Like I literally was lying on the kitchen floor with my feet up on the cupboards, just wiped out. I'd been having the morning with the kids. I'd had 4 days at home with the kids. I'd felt like in this bit of a blissful bubble at home. Hadn't been watching any news or anything. I don't watch any of that and haven't for years. I'd just been kind of hearing about stuff through my husband. And now I'm at the stage where I can Google stuff and I'm okay. I can hold that space for myself. I've kind of been processing it all and making time to process it all regularly. But it really hit me. I woke up from my afternoon nap. I was meant to have an online session, holding an online session that night. I had to postpone the whole thing because I was just wiped. I felt sick. I felt exhausted. I couldn't eat. I needed to lie down. Just had a chat with my husband. Had a massive cry. I just needed to process it all and take care of myself. So I'm going to go through the 4 arenas with you, and then we're going to do one practice at the end as part of the meditation of the practice for today's session. So I want to start with the physical arena. So the physical arena is one place where we store emotions and we store stagnant energy. So the physical arena I actually break up into 3. So the physical arena, I look at physical exercise and movement, I look at nutrition, and I look at my environment. And in this circumstance at the moment where we're all in isolation, I look at the environment as the social aspect. So I look at staying socially connected as the environment part. The environment part can also be the people that you spend time with, having boundaries around that. It can be your physical environment, as in, do you need to tidy things to shift the energy? Do you need to move the furniture around in your office? Do you need to clean up the kitchen bench? Do you need to, whatever you need to do, do you need to open the windows and you know, do some smudging and clean out the energy of your environment? It could be your handbag. What stuff you're lugging around in your handbag? It could be your office environment. It could be your car environment. It could be your bedside table. So our physical environment is all of those places that we spend time, and how we can maybe look at shifting the energy through there. When we're looking at the social aspect, excuse me, at the moment, really focusing on staying as socially connected as you can while we are physically isolating from one another. So using emails, using text, using voice messages. I love sending my friends voice messages, and I love it even more when they send it back to me, because I get to hear their voice and it's like I've had a little mini connection with them. So I really cherish that. Doing this sort of thing, jumping on social media and connecting with someone on social media. Also things like having a Facebook Live with a friend, not a Facebook, a FaceTime, or like a Skype. I've been doing some virtual play dates for my kids. So we've been calling up their friends and they've been jumping on and having a chat and a bit of a play. And with my parents too, we've been jumping on the phone and having some virtual play dates. So it's amazing to have the technology that we've got to be able to kind of pivot and do things in a different way, which is what I feel like one of the things that we are being asked to do in this time, in this global pandemic that's happening at the moment. The 2 other ways to clear out that physical arena, or to take care of yourself within that physical arena, are looking at your physical body. So are you moving? We store so much stagnant energy in our body, and when we move, it shifts, and it's just incredible what comes through. So I find personally that after I move, if I go for a bike ride, I do weights, I do yoga, I often have downloads and guidance and wisdom dropping in. So I often have to make time afterwards to get my journal out, write it down, write it in the notes in my phone and get it out, because as I start to move and I feel my body loosening up, it's also shifting stagnant energy, and then all of a sudden it's kind of like unblocking a plug hole. This flow comes because you've moved and you've unblocked that energy, and it just opens up that space for the flow to come through. I actually get goosebumps when I think about that, because it really is a big one for me for shifting energetic blocks and receiving guidance. It's one of my number 1 ways to connect to my intuition personally is through movement. And the other physical arena, or the other part of the physical arena, is nutrition. And I'm someone who's super sensitive. If I eat a little bit too much refined sugar, even any refined sugar really, or packaged foods or pre-made foods and things like that, things that are a bit too fatty, I just feel yucky in my physical body straight away. I feel emotional, I just feel crappy all around. But when I eat, high vibe food, when I cook some beautiful, maybe a vegan meal, or, some beautiful chicken, or I make a lovely salad, or I do some salmon, or, I cook something with my kids that's really healthy, and I eat that, I feel clear, I feel clean, I feel energized, I don't feel sluggish and tired. I feel mentally alert, and I feel mentally clear. I feel energetically clear. I feel emotionally clear as well. So for me, taking care and self-care in that nutritional part of the physical arena is so important, especially at the moment, because isolation can create this feeling of disconnection if we are not using technology as we can to really feel connected. So really taking care of your mental health in every way you can. Even the physical movement is so powerful for mental health. The hormones that it releases in your brain just give you that happiness boost. So any sort of movement, if you don't have a spin bike at home, if you don't have weights, get on YouTube, do some yoga, turn a song on in your lounge room and just dance around, or run on the spot, or star jumps, or whatever. There's so many different ways to move your body. There's a lot of people on Instagram too doing free fitness classes and also free yoga as well. So just have a look. I post them from time to time, so have a look in my stories. But there's so much out there. You can YouTube so many different things while you're at home if you don't feel like you have enough knowledge around what to do for those things. So the other three arenas, we are looking at the mental, emotional, and energetic. So the next one is the mental arena, and this is so important. I access and self-care for my mental arena through physical movement, through nutrition, like I just mentioned, but even things like meditation and just sitting there and watching my thoughts and becoming the observer of my thoughts rather than being sitting in and centered in my thoughts. I allow them to come external from me, and I allow myself to watch them and observe them rather than let them control me or have any control over my emotions. When I can, I don't always do that 100% of the time. I do get caught up in it. I got caught up last night. I had just a busy day with the kids yesterday. We didn't get out of the house. We got in the backyard but not off our property into any nature or anything. It was just a full-on day. I was tired, didn't have a great sleep. I just didn't make time for myself during the day. I couldn't. It was just a bit tough yesterday. Got really angry at my kids last night. Lost my shit, took myself away, had some breaths, came back and apologized, and then last night I just had some time out by myself in our spare room. I just was like, I need some time out, I need alone time, I need no one to come near me, I need no one to ask me a question and not to talk. I just need silence, put my noise cancelling headphones on and just chill out, and I really needed that. It completely reset me last night. And I woke up this morning feeling like a fresh person. So that was really good. So do whatever you can to take care of your mental health. There's a really great app at the moment called San Velo, and their premium access is free at the moment, and it's amazing. It's made by psychologists or a psychotherapist, and it's amazing. It talks you through a whole lot of practices to support you with your mental health. Journaling is another amazing one for mental health, and also socializing and talking to someone about how you feel or what is going on for you, or maybe what you're struggling with at the moment. Reach out and talk to someone, because that social connection is so powerful and is so important at the moment when we are physically isolating from one another. We still need to really honor that social connection. And so the last two arenas, we're looking at the emotional arena and the energetic arena. So the emotional arena, this one is so important, because when we don't release our emotions fully and when we don't let them fully pass through us, they get blocked, and then we react from those emotions. We're not responding to the world or external world from our truth. We're reacting from our emotions. So the number one way that I release my emotions, or I self-care for myself emotionally, is feeling it. Is literally just sitting and going, okay, I'm feeling really anxious right now. Where is it in my body? Okay, it's in my chest. I'm just going to feel the sensation in my chest and breathe. And actually hop out of the story in my mind and get into my body and feel that physical sensation, and really let myself feel it and process it and let it pass through my energy. And taking as long as you need to do that, whether it's in one sitting, whether it's in multiple sittings, whether it takes 10 seconds, whether it takes 10 minutes, however long that process takes for you, each time it will be different. There's no sort of set time limit for each person for certain emotions or for all emotions. They're all different. They all affect us in different ways. But yeah, allowing yourself to really embody yourself on that emotional level. Even journaling for your emotions can be really powerful too. Writing down what you're feeling, acknowledging what you're feeling is incredibly powerful. So the last arena is the energetic arena, and the energetic arena is basically the truth of who we are. It's our soul, it's our energetic being that radiates out to create our aura. It's infuses through every single part of our physical being in this human realm. So looking at the energetic arena, a few of my favorite ways to self-care for that and to cleanse that space and to keep it aligned is using some crystals. So one of the ones that I use, and I have these dotted all over the house, is selenite. This is my big baby. So this is a crystal that actually recenters us. So I do a meditation and I lie down and I put it on my chest, and then I put my hands on top and I channel some Reiki energy for myself. But even just lying there and doing a bit of a meditation, it aligns your chakras, it actually cleanses your energy. So this is called selenite, It's got a bit of a shimmer there too. You can see the light reflecting off that. It's kind of a bit fibrous, so this isn't one that you want to really put out in the rain, under the new moon, under the full moon. It's generally pretty much self-cleansing, but I find crystals work really, really well. I have a whole lot of different crystals I use. That's my favourite by far, the selenite. And using that to tune in. Other ways that energetically I cleanse myself are doing meditation. So I do the sonar sense meditations. They're meditones and they actually affect your brain waves and they calm you down. So I'm doing those at the moment, like 2-3 times a day, to help me reset my energy, to help me clear my energy. I also find getting in nature amazing. We went for a bushwalk and a forest walk this morning, and I went for a bit of a walk. My husband had the 3 kids for a few minutes while I went for a bit of a walk through this little forest, and I felt like I was in another world. I could feel the energy like cleansing me. It just felt incredible. It just felt like I could have almost floated off the earth. It was beautiful. So nature for me, connecting with nature and being out in nature, especially having a bit of silent time to really be present and look around and really connecting with my surrounds, really helps me energetically. There's so many different things you can do energetically. There's also singing bowls. I use my singing bowl a lot to cleanse energetically. It also helps to heighten where you are having blocked emotions and blocked energy so that you can feel it and process it. It helps to really bring those up so that you can really feel what's going on within your body through your emotional and mental arenas as well as your energetic. So I use my body to tune into my energetic arena. So I just feel into my body. Where am I feeling a bit resistant at the moment? Where am I feeling a bit stuck? Where am I feeling some sensations that don't feel like they've moved for a while? Maybe they've been stuck there for a while. So your physical body is an amazing tool for reading your emotional, your mental, and your energetic arenas. And it's super powerful because it gives you all the answers. All the answers come through our physical body. So when we're wanting to know what needs a bit of work, what needs to be cleansed, what needs to be shifted, tune into your physical body and just feel. Just spend some time in some silence, feeling into your physical body. Where are you feeling the blocks? And just sit there and just feel them. Just literally acknowledge them. Take any words like pain, stiffness, aching, whatever out, and just neutralize it and say sensation. I'm feeling a sensation wherever, and then just letting yourself feel that. So there's some of my favorite practices for all of those 4 arenas, but I wanted to practice one of those with you now and just do a little bit of a meditation. And this one popped up this morning. I didn't know what practice I was going to do, and it kept popping in this morning, and this is a really, really nice one. So I just want you to close your eyes, if you can do so, as long as you're not driving, and or looking after little kids who could be running somewhere they shouldn't be. So as long as it's safe to do so, closing your eyes and taking some nice big breaths. And even just having your palms face up in receptive mode, just on your legs or up on the table or in your lap, wherever you are, palms facing up. And allowing yourself to come into your body and out of your mind, feeling that breath. Inhale. As your lungs expand, pausing slightly before you exhale. Feeling the air leave as you pause before you inhale again. And just starting to tune into your physical body. And I want you to notice an area that feels free and light and open and expansive. I want you just to feel into just the subtle energy within your physical body where you can feel a bit of spaciousness. And then I want you to imagine that you are at the epicenter of that spaciousness, almost like you are a spark of light. And I want you to watch that spark of light at the very center of that light sensation in your body. And I want you to start to see, as you continue to breathe and focus on your breath, that little spark of light of your awareness is starting to expand and get bigger. And it's starting to move through the cells around it, through the energy around it. And it's starting to expand and grow. And the more you breathe and focus on it, the bigger that spark and that energy and that space becomes. Until it's really starting to stretch out and take up quite a large area now in your body around where you started. And just visualizing as you still breathe, and the breath is helping to shift that stagnant energy out of your body. And as you extend your breath and that exhale, you can start to really notice that energy bubble and that ease and lightness in your body really starting to expand now, and it's starting to take up more space in your physical body. It's taking up more space in your energy as well. And you can feel it extending through your body, just getting bigger and bigger. Almost like you're blowing up a bubble. And as you breathe and you focus on extending your exhales, you can feel it extending through your body. That lightness, that awareness, that peace is just extending and getting bigger throughout your whole physical being, throughout your energy. And as you continue to focus on your breath and focus on that spark and that energy really extending now, you can feel that lightness spreading through your physical body as that spark and that energy extends through your body. It's getting bigger and bigger as you breathe, letting it expand through your whole body, starting to feel almost like a little bit of a vibration in your hands and in your body, and starting to feel a lightness overcoming your whole physical being as that energy still continues to expand through your body. And really elongating that out breath now, as long as you can. Big, nice full inhale. Pause for a moment and then really extending that exhale before you pause and then inhale again. And also noticing how that energy is feeling your whole body now. It's really feeling you. You're feeling lighter. You can feel any stagnant energy or any sensations that were previously there starting to shift and move and melt away as that energy expands through your body. And taking one more nice big breath and opening those eyes when you're ready, wiggling those fingers and toes. So that's a super simple practice that you can do anytime. This video will be here for the next 24 hours. As I mentioned too, I'm recording it, so I will actually be putting it up on YouTube when I get a chance around doing stuff with the kids this afternoon and making dinner and doing all the house stuff at the moment. So hopefully over the next couple of days, I've got a bit of a backlog. I've got about 4 videos to put up. So hopefully over the next 2 to 3 days, I'll have all the videos up on my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel is just under my name, Steph Demetrius. But feel free to come back and watch this and do the part of it that you need to over and over again whenever you need to do it. I want this to be a resource that is free for you to come back to support yourself whenever you need it. So thank you, beautiful souls, for joining me today. Thank you so much for being here. I will be back Friday at the same time, 12:15 Melbourne, Australia time. And the focus for Friday's session that I'm really feeling called to talk about is self-compassion and self-forgiveness, and a beautiful tool for helping to shift yourself back into self-forgiveness. If you've been judging yourself, you've been feeling guilty or stressed or any of the myriad of emotions that we feel and been holding on to those, or maybe been holding on to, hey Tal, you're gorgeous. There might be things that you've been holding on to that you haven't been letting go for yourself, that might have been from previous situations or things that have happened in the past or things that are happening at the moment, and you just haven't given yourself the time to give yourself some self-compassion and also forgive yourself. And lack of forgiveness is one of the biggest blocks to our intuition and to receiving guidance from our soul. So I really cannot wait to share these practices with you and some space with you on Friday at 12:15. Have a beautiful day, gorgeous souls, and I will be back in here no doubt before Friday. But yeah, this is live for 24 hours, and I will see you all soon. Mwah! So much love. Bye, beautiful souls.